Howdy, 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 everybody. Brian here. August 25th, 3:21 p.m. New York time. So we did it again. Yay. All right, so let me just show you what we did. Hopefully you know about our daily 1% return and profit. We did it, barely got it, but we got it with a 40% win. 4 winning positions over 10. Today was a pretty difficult day since midnight last night. So hopefully, I just want to go on, tell you about a few things. We have this video, a post I put up this morning or a few hours ago on my blog, quantlabs.net/blog, called Rare Treat with this video. This was, once again, another fairly impressive webinar from last night. 3 hours long. We talked about a variety of things. You can find the video there. It is unlisted on YouTube. And I will be taking that video down tomorrow because it's got some sensitive information. But I just thought I would, give people an opportunity to listen to it. But it is a 3-hour video, and it will be taken down tomorrow, as I said. So one of the questions lately is, how do I achieve these things? I have a course here that shows you how to build custom trading bots. Covers all the components on there. You could do it with forex as well. I've never had real success. I just don't like retail forex trading, to be honest. But crypto looks good, and Binance it is. But you can use any major exchange that you want. Binance is probably the one I go with. Anyways, if you want, you can get more information here at quantlabs/Python. If you want to know about more stuff I do, some free PDF books on trading over at quantlabs.net. Rare one I don't put up. I'm doing a USB version of this. I should be getting them in the next week or so. In the meantime, you can get the exact same thing. Quantlabs.net/DVD gives you a high level of using both MotoWave, the trading platform that I love, and the Python as well to build those bots. It includes a sample files for both, okay? And lastly, if you're not a programmer, which most people are not, we have this service here, the deep analysis and trading setup files. We can set you up with the bot now. I'm still testing it, achieving since August 21st, so the last 5 days, 0.78. We achieved 1% on the 23rd and today on the 25th. And then these 2 days still profitable in a very severe downward pressure market or flatline, but we're still eking out profits. I'm still going to measure how often I make this 1%. As you know, statistically to achieve it, it's very difficult. But even if I'm getting it 4 or 5 times a week, I still think that's still pretty good. On a positive P&L. These are probably some of the hardest challenges right now in crypto. Don't ask me. Well, to be honest, it's got to do with the U.S. dollar is recovering, strengthening. So the volume in crypto, and also you probably have noticed that gold and silver have dropped as well. My system's still picking up long-term shorts on both the gold and silver. Nothing's really changed. The U.S. may be in trouble. I don't know what's going on with in Wyoming with the Federal Reserve, what they're going to announce, but that's part of probably the reason why the dollar has somewhat recovered. But I think you will get a shock in the system once Powell does his talk. Apparently, from what I understand, it's going to be quote-unquote profound. So we'll leave it at that. What was I going to show you? Oh, yeah. So let me show you some of the coins that have been moving. These are the ones picked up today, so we'll go through those. So all the action started obviously here on the 25th. So just so you know, I haven't talked about how these little entry or P&L files work. These are the actual positions. People could sit there and go, oh, you're full of BS and whatnot. But be my guest. Take the timestamp of these times, compare the entry and exit for these coins, and see if they can be verified, and usually they can. So everything how it started was, you can see here, the first trade did not happen until 7:20. So no activity at all for 7 hours. And that just shows you how severe the market was. I know the markets are getting pretty rough out there, because when you start seeing these stable coins being traded against a stable coin, there's not a lot of pickings out there, but there are some. SNX, first trade had a slight profit here, not huge. IOST, which I have a love and hate. Well, I just say I don't like it as much. Lost there. Here's the two stable coins that try to move. And you'll see here at the end, no profit, because they're U.S. stable coin against a stable coin. So does not surprise me. Here, PAX was one. Now, I should highlight here in this video, there was an article I did put up about a guy who just traded arbitrage between stable coins. $45,000, and in a few minutes he got back $40,000. Goes through the exact details of how that worked, and you could probably only find it in that video. That's one of the reasons why I've taken it down, because there is arbitrage galore in the world of crypto, even with stable coins. Don't move a lot, but as I just showed you, there's a slight discrepancy there between PAX, this one here, tiny little profit. But if you're all about that, don't let me stop you. So on we go up until just now, like 3:28 p.m. And you can see that's when the activity started to happen in the last little bit. And it's just been trading stablecoin versus stablecoin. Absolutely crazy. That's how bad it was. Here is the latest news. I do like these coins to use as a metric. I've talked about them, these 5. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Ethereum, Litecoin and Ethereum Classic. And they're all positive now. Not much. Ethereum's up 0.82%. And that pushes up my overall weighted average metric, 0.63. So it will start trading at 0.5. But here's the deal. Why I do the 1% daily target. I've talked about that in a past video, but the reason I do that is because I've seen time and time again the bot will get a certain level of profit, let's say 2.6%, and then let it trade throughout the day, and it drops back to 1% or below 0. So that's why I keep it conservative. Just grab your 1%, be happy with that, and we'll leave it at that. So who knows? This may take off, and this is where it comes down to probability. What are the chances of this momentum to continue to move up, or will it move down? And that's the probability game you need to play. I'm not willing to play it, so I just play the conservative game. We're all good there. So let me just show you one of the logs that I track here called risk on. It just tracks that metric of the weighted average, and here's it's a massive file. It tracks it every 5 minutes or so, and you can see how weak. Let's just go back to what I wanted to do here. Okay, so here's the activity. So starting around 14:20. It just started to go positive. It was negative a good chunk of the day. Also, it did kind of go positive, but not strong enough. Went negative, and that's what we've been dealing with all day. But here's where you got to be concerned about when the metric, the weighted average, this one right here, goes below 1%. That means it's pretty well bloodbath in the markets for that time period. Didn't last long, but you can last all day. And then it continuously just negative all day. Was again more negative at 1, slightly positive. But here's your quantification. How you quantify how strong was the momentum in the market. Its peak was at 0.59, and I can tell you right now, you will not profit when the weighted average is that low. Okay. there's got to be a momentum of at least half, and continuously to put up to go beyond the 1. So as you can see here, it's just been, about to say half the time it's been mostly negative, and it did go quite negative, and not enough positive momentum to push the prices of all the coins up to consistently profit. So that's how I am able to gauge the probability of everything. So we'll leave it at that, but from my perspective, to achieve 1% in this kind of day in the last 15 hours is quite a bit. This one is not meaning as much because I can show you half the wins at 2.1% made with a 50% win ratio, and you know, even at 40%, you're still able to achieve that 1% goal. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day.